All right, we have our first Category 5 hurricane in 9 years. Felix was last in '07. This one tonight, Matthew, has winds at 160 miles an hour. Those are the sustained winds. Wind gusts are usually 15 to 20% stronger than that. Hurricane hunters have been flying in and out of this for the last couple of days, and it is really, what's really incredible is what we call rapid intensification. This has just absolutely exploded from a weak tropical storm into a Category 5 hurricane very quickly. Kind of reminds me of Wilma back in '05, just south of well, it was very close to Jamaica, just south of western Cuba. All right, here's the track. Now, moving west at 7. It's actually, in the last couple of hours, moving southwest. The radar out of Colombia is showing that clearly. But that's probably just a short-term effect. Longer out, it heads toward Jamaica with a landfall possible there. If that happens, it would be the first major hurricane to make landfall in Jamaica since Gilbert back in '98. There's Monday at 8 p.m., about to move into eastern Cuba. It does weaken quite a bit to a Category 2 as it moves into the Bahamas. So there's evening on Tuesday, 105 miles an hour. And then the track, which has not actually changed much. It is still pretty much over Eleuthera and Cat Island, close to Abaco and a Green Turtle and Elbow Cay. Winds at 110. That's Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Now that's about the closest approach it gets to us. So that's roughly a little over 200 miles from us. Now the tropical storm force winds stretch out about 200 miles, so we'll be right on the outer edge of this. But any shift toward the west, and some very good models have a shift west, would bring the stronger winds and the heavier rain into our area, South Florida. So we'll have to watch this very closely. Here are the model tracks taking it across Jamaica. The issue here is the spread in the models. These are the good models. I can show you 20 and 30 models. This is what the Hurricane Center uses to make their forecasts. There's 8 to 10 reliable models and averaged out models, consensus models, and they're showing that there is a fairly wide spread out day 4 and day 5. Here's the probability of tropical storm force winds. Now these numbers continue to pop up. In fact, earlier this was about 12% for West Palm, now it's 18. So those are winds around 40 to 50 miles an hour out next week. And obviously eastern Cuba getting over 75% chance of those strong winds. The high pressure system off the coastline steering this. There's also a trough back to the west. So there's a little window here for this thing to move in toward the Bahamas eventually Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. And what really determines the future track is just how strong that ridge is. So turning north on Sunday toward Jamaica into the Bahamas Tuesday and Wednesday. For us, we're going to feel the outer rain bands and gusty winds on Wednesday and maybe even into Thursday, depending on the future timing. But that's the way it looks right now.